What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we will recap the four-game set between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Supposed to be 4 games in 4 days, but it was 2 games in 2 days. Um, two doubleheaders because the weather in New England was terrible this week. So it was two doubleheaders. 1:30 and 7:30 were the start times for each day. But before we get into that, I want you guys to make sure you are liking this video. Make sure you are sharing this video. Make sure you're commenting below. Subscribe to the channel, the Refuse to Lose channel. It's not just BWT that's on here. We've got other shows like the Refuse to Lose show with Dave, Tomo, and Joe. And then we've got CTC, Carl Talking College. Any college material that you are looking for, he's got it. So tune in. And FFC, Fantasy Football with Coombs, Coach. Anything you are looking for in fantasy, make sure you tune into his show. He's giving you who to start, when to start them, favorable matchups, who not to start, and stuff like that, who to look out for on the waiver wire, and all that. And also make sure you are clicking the link in the description to become a member of this Refuse to Lose community. We've got 3 levels of memberships. We got Pro, All-Star, and Superstar. Each level comes with different perks. So if you want to join and be a part of the debates that we have in our chats, we have chats on Instagram. We've got the NFL. We've got college football and college basketball. College basketball, we got men and women's. We've got NBA mixed in with WNBA. We have obviously a baseball chat, and we also have a combat chat, which is boxing, UFC, and wrestling all into one. These chats, they've been going crazy with the NFL just kicking off this past weekend. I can tell you right now, man, oh man, it's crazy. So make sure you guys are joining, becoming a member, so you can get in on these debates because they start at. I mean, this morning there was one at I think they were going at like 7:30 in the morning, and they're still going at it right now after the Thursday night football game. So it's all day affairs. People know their stuff. If you don't and you say something crazy, they're gonna call you out on it. So come prepared. But let's get into the series. Game 1 of the series was Tuesday at the 1:30 start. I actually was at this game. A friend of mine, coach that I coach with, I helped him out this last season. He coaches a 9-year-old team. He called me at, I think it was like 8:30 in the morning, right? I was out on my way to work, and he was like, "Hey, Teddy, are you doing anything today?" And I was like, "I mean, I'm going into work." And he told me that he has tickets 6 rows behind the plate off to the side on the Red Sox side. So I did what any Yankee fan would do. I went to the game. I went to the game, and it's funny because I had my college roommate. He had contacted me and my other friend Jovan to go to the game that same day, uh, because one of his friends had tickets to the game and they weren't going to be able to go. Um, and we turned that down, right? Um, and then when this other coach called me, I told him I would call him back in like 20, 30 minutes. And after I hung up the phone, it was like the universe was just telling me like, yo, you got to be at this game, bro. So I went. Um, Devers started off the scoring with a solo home run the in the bottom of the fourth inning. His 30th of the season to go up 1-0. The crazy part about Devers, like when you go to games, I like to see what these guys do to prepare themselves before they even get in the box. And Devers, he just stands there, and I think he's just like he just relaxes his mind because I did not see him take one, not one swing in the on deck circle. And he's one of the better hitters in the league, I would say. Um, he definitely owns the Yankees. Um, you can't deny that. He's hit 25 home runs against the Yankees in his career. That is the most by any player. So um, he's embracing the rivalry. He knows that no matter what's going on in the rest of his season, he knows that when he goes to the Bronx or the Yankees come to Fenway, he's ready, and he's gonna go out there and just ball. And hats off to him, man. He's a great ball player. He needs to work on his defense just a little bit. Um, People were saying that some Red Sox fans that I know were saying that Aaron Judge let the money get to his head and it's a wasted contract and blah blah blah. But I mean, Devers has 32 home runs on the season, right? He just signed a big contract extension. Um, and so did Judge. And Judge has 32 home runs on the year, and he missed out on 2 months with his broken toe. So that goes to show you. And if you have not been here since before Aaron Judge's injury, I said he was the only guy that can put a stop to this whole Otani AL MVP thing. I believe he was on pace for one great season, um, potentially a 60 home run season again. So you can say who's worth the money or whatever, and Devers is probably one of on the lower end of defensive third baseman. So that's that. And then in the bottom of the fourth, there was a wild pitch. It got by. I wouldn't say it was a wild pitch because Kyle Higashioka, he just got lazy and he didn't block it and he didn't catch the ball. He it was not on the pitcher. I would put it as a pass ball, but they marked it down in the scorecard as a wild pitch. And when it happened, I was close enough to call out Higgy. I yelled, "Higgy, you better figure it out because that one's on you." Um, and he went 3 for 4 on the day. He was hitting the ball all over the place. So and with authority. He wasn't just getting bloop hits, he was hitting the ball hard. He's been on one lately. Can't deny that. In the top of the sixth, DJ LeMahieu hits an RBI double with runners on first and second. And then Gleyber Torres comes up next. He goes with a single down the right field line on an outside pitch, gets by the first baseman, and the 2-run score to give the Yankees a 3-2 lead, and that was the final score. Johnny Brito got the win. He's 7-7 on the season with a 4.69 ERA. And Nick Pivetta got the loss. He's 9-9 with a 4.56. And Clay Holmes got the save. His 19th of the season with a 3.00 ERA. And it was not easy at all, right? He got the first out. I'm thinking, all right, he's gonna pitch well. And then he goes on and walks the bases loaded, only throwing 6 strikes out of 20 pitches. Matt Blake goes out there, talks to him, with Alex Verdugo coming up to the plate, which was the top of the Red Sox lineup in that game. First pitch, throws a sinker. Verdugo gets over it. He hits a ground ball to Torres. They were able to turn the double play to end the game. I get to go crazy in front of all the Red Sox fans that were talking trash. They were these kids had to be at least 10 years old in the stands, and Volpe got up to the plate, and I'm like any other Yankee fan rooting on my guy, right? This kid looks at me and says, "Bro, he sucks," and then proceeds to yell, "Hey, Volpe, go back to New York." Everybody just starts laughing, man. It's just the rivalry, dude. You know, um, he's taught at a young age to dislike the Yankees no matter what. So I give credit to that because that was me, right? And also before this game, I was able to I went a little early to see if the Yankees were gonna hit BP, try to get some signatures and stuff like that. They did not hit BP, but while I was walking to my seat, I saw hitting coach Sean Casey, was able to take a picture with him, have a nice little conversation, quick 5-minute conversation. Didn't want to hold him up too much because he had a job to do. And so that was cool. That was cool, man. He's for one, he does not look real. He looks fake, dude. I said it once I left him. I was like, damn, man, he's still jacked at his age. He was a good hitter. And I also was able to uh, get a picture with Meredith Marakovich. If you're a Yankee fan, you know who she is. That was a cool moment. She's a Yankee commentator. She does the clubhouse interviews with all the guys. It was cool that she took some time out in her busy schedule to take a picture with me and my friend. And then, so yeah, we'll get into game 2 of the series that night. In the bottom of the first, Ceddanne Rafaela hits his first home run of his career off of Carlos Rodon. And it was a bomb. It was a bomb. I think it went onto Lansdowne Street. And then in the top of the 5th inning, Esteval Florial hits an RBI single to tie the game up 1-0. And then in the top of the 6th, Jake Bowers hits a fielder's choice. Yankees go up 2-1. And in the top of the 9th, Gleyber Torres hits an RBI single to go up 3-1. And with the bases loaded, Austin Wells is up at the plate. He swings and he ends up hitting the catcher's mitt. So it was catcher's interference. When that happens, it's pretty much like that guy got a hit or he got walked. So Austin Wells goes to first. Everybody advances a base. Yankees score a run. And that was the final score, 4-1. Carlos Rodon pitched and he got the win. 3-5 on the season, 6.14 ERA, I really like what I see between the battery of Austin Wells and Carlos Rodon. He's caught him twice. Once against the Red Sox, he had I believe it was like 9 Ks that night, and the other time that he partnered up with Wells, he pitched against the Astros, and he also had a great start. So it's it's always good to see the pitchers and catchers having a great relationship. Because if they're on the same page, there's no one that can beat you. And then Josh Winkowski, he gets the loss. He's 3-2 on the season with a 2.95 ERA. And Nick Ramirez gets his first save of the season, the 2.70 ERA. Right, so the Yankees sweep the doubleheader, the day-night doubleheader, to tie in last place with the Red Sox. And then we've got game 3 of the series. I also went to this game. Those seats were not given to me. I bought tickets for the bleachers, but ended up right behind home plate. It was probably like 5, 6 rows back. I went with my buddy Jovan. We snuck in, man. We snuck into better seats. What can I say? I was fortunate enough to get on TV both times that I went to the game. So that's cool. In the bottom of the first, Willard Abreu hits an RBI single to go up 1-0. And then in the bottom of the 7th inning, Cedane Rafaela hits his second home run of his career to go up 2-0. And then in the bottom of the 8th, Trevor Story hits a 3-run home run to go up 5-0. And it was running a little close to the time that I had to go coach myself. So that was the last straw. I wouldn't say I gave up on the Yankees. I just had to go because it was going to be a lot of traffic. And I just couldn't be late to my coaching job. And then we had Tanner Houck. He's the winning pitcher on the game. He's 5-9 on the season with a 4.94 ERA. And Michael King gets the loss. He was the opener today. He goes 4-6 on the season with a 2.77 ERA. It's really crazy to see these guys, like when they're warming up and seeing the pitch movement, and especially sitting so close, man. You pick up on little things, and man, you got to be a dude to hit that stuff. You got to be a dude, man. You can't just wake up and, oh, I'm gonna go play in the major leagues. Nah, it's not how it works, buddy. There's a lot of work that these guys put in, and it's man, it's beautiful to watch. Beautiful to watch. It's a when somebody connects for a great piece of hitting, it's one of the most beautiful things in sports. And the sound, the crack of the bat, there's nothing like it. So let's go to game 4 of the series. In the bottom of the first, there was an error by Anthony Volpe, which led to a run being scored. The Red Sox go up 1-0. Willie Abreu hits an RBI single to go up 2-0. DJ LeMahieu hits an RBI single in the top of the 2nd inning to make it 2-1. And then can we get an all rise? Aaron Judge hits his 32-second home run of the season, which was also a grand slam. Yankees go up 5-2. And then in the bottom of the 3rd, Rafael Devers hits a home run solo shot for the 32nd home run of his season to make it 5-3. And then in the bottom of the 5th, there was an error charge to Anthony Volpe on a ball that Tristan Cassius hit. Um, I believe that was on DJ LeMahieu. When they showed the replay, I think he thought that he was going to have to pick it up in the dirt, but the ball stayed up long enough to where he could have caught it before it bounced. Kind of got stuck in between, but I wouldn't give that error to Volpe. I would give it to DJ because it was a catchable ball, and that's literally your job at first base. So I hope they fix that because Volpe, in my eyes and other people's eyes as well around Yankee Nation, he is a great defender. And maybe, just maybe, he qualifies to get nominated for a Gold Glove at shortstop this year. Um, and then in the bottom of the third inning, Rafael Devers hit his 32nd home run. Oh wait, sorry about that. Sorry about that. We're in the bottom of the seventh. I already went over Devers hitting a home run again. Um, that's how many times that happened this series, and I don't like it. Tristan Cassius hit an RBI single in the bottom of the seventh to make it 5-5. And then DJ LeMahieu comes up in the top of the eighth inning, hits an RBI double with runners on first and second. Makes it 6-5. And then in the top of the ninth, Oswald Peraza hits his first home run of the season, 2-run home run over the Green Monster. And let me tell you, the play that was made on Peraza's home run by the fan was great. In the Monster, he made one-handed catch, barehanded. That was a great catch. And then when Aaron Judge hit his home run, grand slam to center field, another fan just casually just stuck their hand out and caught the ball, saving the people behind him because we know that Aaron Judge can hit the ball with authority. So good for him. He saved the people behind him. Wandy Peralta got the win in this game. He's 4-2 on the season with a 2.83 ERA. And Mauricio Jovera, he gets the loss. He's 1-2 on the season with a 4.30 ERA. And Tommy Canley gets his second save of the season. He goes 2 innings of work. He has a ERA of 2.25. Sorry. And the Yankees were able to take this series. The Yankees and Red Sox don't play each other anymore. So the Red Sox walk away with the season series at 8-4. Just whatever. The season is a wash. We are still fighting for the wild card, where we should be 7 games back right now. There's still hope, man. There's still hope. We were eliminated from contention of the AL East, but we still have a shot at the wild card. A couple teams need to just lose a couple more games, and the Yankees need to win a couple more games while they're losing, so we can close the gap, and then maybe take it over later on in the season. The Yankees are going to Pittsburgh now for a 3-game set over the weekend. I hope they can take that series as well because that is an inferior opponent. They're not playing for anything. So I mean, come on, Yankees. Let's take that series too. And I believe Garrett Cole is pitching in one of those games. If you didn't know, Garrett Cole was selected by the Pirates before going to the Astros via trade. So that should be fun. He'll probably have some emotional feelings after going back to the place that drafted you, the spot that took a risk on you, you know? Um, and yeah, you might not be playing for them anymore, but you always have to be grateful for that. The fact that these people just invested money in you, and it's great. So hopefully he can pitch well, because sometimes pitchers don't pitch well against their old team. Um, but he hasn't been there in, I would say, like 3 or 4 years, so he's gotten a lot better. So I expect him to get a win and somebody else to squeak a win. Offense, squeak a win for us, right? We can't lose many games. We cannot lose many more games if we want to have a shot. Like I said, right now we are 7 games back of the wild card. If one of those 3 teams goes downhill and we're going uphill, we will take their spot and we'll be in the playoffs. Just like I said. All right. Um, but that is all we've got for you guys today. Again, make sure you're liking this video. Make sure you're just subscribing to the channel. Make sure you comment to this video. Make sure you're sharing this video. We are live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or X, however you want to say it. And also make sure you are clicking the link in the description if you want to become a member of the Instagram chats that we have. We have NBA mixed with WNBA. We've got NFL. We've got, obviously, baseball chat. We also have a gaming chat, right? We're the gamers. And we also have a combat chat, which is a mixture of boxing, UFC, and wrestling. So if you want that type of content, we've got it for you. We drop the latest news. You got 3 other shows on the network. You got Refuse to Lose with Dave, Tomo, and Joe. And then you have CTC, Carl Talking College. He breaks down big time games. He recaps those games. He's given us players to watch for, and he's doing a great job. Make sure you guys are going to check out his videos. Show him some love. And then we also have another show, FFC, which is Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. That man is passionate about the sport of football. Even though it's fantasy, he's I love his energy, man. There's nobody that can really match it when speaking about fantasy football. You know, he gives you all the ins and outs, where he was giving people where to draft this guy, and stuff like that. Waiver wire, who you're going to start this week, who you're not going to start this week. And he also explains why he's giving you that advice. So he's not just going out on a limb and saying, yeah, start this guy, start that guy. No, he's giving you concrete evidence on why you should start that guy or why you shouldn't start that guy. So just, again, make sure you are clicking that link to become a member. There are 3 tiers to a Refuse to Lose membership. It's Pro, All-Star, and Superstar. Each level comes with its different perks. So click the link, become a member, and let's keep growing. All right, well, let's keep growing. I love coming on here, talking my Yankees with you guys. Give me the opportunity to also talk about this great game. Playoffs coming up, right? Playoffs are coming up, so we will start having some predictions, right? Some more predictions as the season winds down. Predictions on the entire playoff, who you got winning the World Series. If you guys saw earlier, right, we put out a short today for the Atlanta Braves, congratulating them to making the clinching the NL East. Big time for them, 96-50 to do it. They will be the first team to 100 wins, just like they were the first team to 90 wins and 70 and 80. Like they've just been balling all year. Acuna has been playing out of his mind. Matt Olson out of his mind. And then you've got the supporting cast of Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, Orlando Arcia, Sean Murphy, Michael Harris, Eddie Rosario, Spencer Strider. You've got it all. That team, to me, is going to be the toughest out in the playoffs. So if you want to find out where, when these people are going to get eliminated, make sure you tune in. Click that link to subscribe so you won't miss another episode. That's all we got for you guys today. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.